What if I told you that one of the most successful men in Hollywood doesn't believe in chasing happiness? No flashy lifestyle. No loud celebrations. No desperate search for more. While the world runs after money, fame, and attention, Keanu Reeves quietly walks the opposite direction. And what he understands about happiness might completely change the way you see your own life. Stay with me, because this isn't just about a celebrity. It's about a truth most people learn too late. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Now, let's dive into what really happened. What if everything you've been told about happiness is wrong? What if the reason you feel tired, restless, or never fully satisfied isn't because you don't have enough, but because you've been chasing something that was never meant to be chased? We live in a world that constantly tells us, be happy, stay positive, achieve more. Social media shows smiling faces, luxury lifestyles, perfect vacations, and non-stop success. It creates the idea that happiness is a finish line, and if you're not there yet, you're behind. But what if that idea itself is the problem? In a culture obsessed with happiness at all costs, Keanu Reeves stands completely different. He doesn't run after attention. He doesn't flood the internet with flashy celebrations. He doesn't show off wealth or compete for validation. Despite being one of the most recognized actors in the world, he chooses simplicity over spectacle. And yet, he seems more at peace than many people who appear to have everything. Why? Because Keanu doesn't chase happiness. He understands it. While many celebrities live loudly, constantly proving their success, Keanu lives quietly. While others search for the next thrill, the next headline, the next upgrade, he searches for meaning. For depth. For authenticity. His life sends a powerful message. Happiness is not a destination you arrive at. It's not a trophy you win. It's not something you capture and keep forever. The more you try to grab it, the more it slips away. Maybe happiness isn't something you hunt. Maybe it's something that shows up when you stop running. And that idea alone might completely change how you see your own life. Stay with me, because this is only the beginning. To truly understand why Keanu Reeves doesn't chase happiness, you have to understand the weight of his past. From the outside, his life looks extraordinary. Global fame, legendary movie roles, and massive success. But behind that success is a story marked by deep personal loss. He lost his best friend at a young age. He experienced the heartbreaking loss of his child before she was born. Not long after, the woman he loved passed away in a tragic accident. These are not ordinary struggles. These are the kinds of losses that can change a person forever. For many people, pain like that creates anger. It creates bitterness. Or it creates a lifelong attempt to escape, by staying busy, chasing pleasure, or constantly searching for distractions. But Keanu chose a different path. Instead of running from grief, he faced it. Instead of pretending to be untouched, he allowed himself to feel. In interviews, he has shared a powerful perspective. Grief doesn't simply disappear. It changes shape. It becomes something you carry with you, not as a weakness, but as part of your story. That idea changes everything. It means sadness is not something you defeat like an enemy. It's something you learn to live alongside. It's something that deepens your understanding of life, love, and connection. Many people chase happiness because they're trying to outrun pain. They believe if they move fast enough, achieve enough, smile enough, they won't have to feel it. Keanu understands that pain is not a mistake in life. It's part of being human. And when you stop fighting reality, when you stop demanding that life be perfect, something unexpected begins to happen. Peace quietly takes its place. Not loud happiness. Not constant excitement. But steady, grounded peace. And that may be far more powerful. Here's a truth most people don't realize. The more you chase happiness, the more it seems to slip away. Think about how often we say things like, I'll be happy when I get that job, or I'll be happy when I make more money, or I'll be happy when people finally recognize me. Without noticing, we push happiness into the future. We turn it into a reward waiting at the end of achievement. But the future rarely arrives the way we imagine. And even when it does, the feeling doesn't last as long as we expected. That's the trap. Keanu Reeves reached a level of success most people only dream about. He became one of the most recognized actors in the world. Fame. He has it. Financial security. More than enough. Career success. Undeniable. Yet he doesn't live like someone who believes those things are the source of lasting happiness. He's been seen riding the subway like anyone else. Sitting alone on a park bench, simply observing the world. Quietly supporting charities and even sharing his earnings with film crew members, without making it a public performance. He treats everyone on set with equal respect, regardless of their role. Why would someone with everything choose such simplicity? Because he understands something powerful. Happiness cannot be built on attention, applause, or status. Those things are temporary. They depend on other people's opinions. And opinions change. Real fulfillment comes from presence, being fully in the moment. From genuine connection, treating others with kindness. From purpose, doing work that means something beyond recognition. When you constantly chase happiness, you start comparing. You look at what others have. You measure your progress against theirs. And comparison quietly steals contentment. Keanu avoids that cycle. He doesn't compete for the spotlight. He doesn't measure his value by trends or headlines. He focuses on living, not performing. And that difference may be the key to everything. Stay with me, because the deeper lesson is still ahead. There's a huge difference between pleasure and meaning, and understanding it might completely change the way you live. Pleasure is temporary. It's exciting in the moment. A fancy car, a new gadget, or a social media notification can give you a rush, a fleeting sense of satisfaction. But that feeling fades quickly. Before you know it, you're searching for the next thrill, the next high, the next instant gratification. That's why so many people spend their lives chasing happiness that never lasts. Meaning, on the other hand, runs much deeper. It's not just about feeling good for a moment. Meaning lasts. It persists even when life gets tough. It's about doing something that matters, something that aligns with your values and leaves a lasting impact. Keanu Reeves' life is a perfect example. Look at his career choices. He doesn't pick roles just because they pay well or guarantee fame. He chooses stories that resonate with him personally, movies that have depth and significance. He also knows the importance of rest, taking breaks when he needs them, and valuing privacy over constant publicity. He once said, "Money is the last thing I think about." And his lifestyle proves it. In fact, he reportedly gave away a huge portion of his earnings from The Matrix to support the film's crew and special effects teams. He didn't do it for recognition, praise, or headlines. He did it because it was the right thing to do, because it aligned with his values. That's not chasing happiness. That's living with integrity, purpose, and meaning. When you build your life around meaning instead of fleeting pleasure, something changes inside you. You stop constantly asking, "What will make me happy today?" Instead, you start asking, "What truly matters today?" And that subtle shift is everything. It moves you from restlessness to peace, from short-lived excitement to long-lasting fulfillment, and from chasing happiness to creating a life that feels genuinely worthwhile. Keanu Reeves teaches us that happiness is not found in pursuit, it's found in purpose. Here's the deeper truth about Keanu Reeves. He doesn't chase happiness because he's chasing something far more powerful, peace. Happiness is an emotion. It comes and goes. One moment you feel joyful, the next moment life reminds you that feelings are temporary. Peace, on the other hand, is a state of acceptance. It doesn't depend on circumstances, on applause, on wealth, or on recognition. It stays with you even when life throws challenges your way. Keanu understands this better than most. He has experienced unimaginable loss and hardships, yet he doesn't live in bitterness or regret. Instead, he cultivates calm, acceptance, and quiet strength. His presence is peaceful, his humility unshakable, and his lifestyle grounded. He's not trying to impress anyone. He's not trying to prove something to the world. He's not running away from grief, pain, or uncertainty. He's simply living. And that teaches us a valuable lesson. Instead of chasing happiness like it's a finish line or a reward we must earn, Maybe we should focus on living honestly and meaningfully. Build relationships that matter. Do work that feels significant. Accept both the good days and the bad days. Happiness is not a trophy. It's not something you catch or hold forever. It's a byproduct of living well, of embracing life as it is, and of finding value in the moments that truly matter. So the next time you feel pressure to be happy all the time, remember Keanu Reeves. Remember a man who could have easily been bitter or restless, yet chose calm. A man who could have lived for fame and attention, yet found contentment in simplicity and presence. Maybe the real secret isn't running forward. Maybe it's standing still. Appreciating life as it is. Understanding what truly matters. When you do that, happiness stops being something you chase, and quietly, naturally, it begins to visit you. And that's the kind of peace that lasts a lifetime.